Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. If this video has found you, there's a message or messages here for you, but please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you enjoy my videos, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'm always so grateful for your donations. May your gifts be returned to you, multiplied, and folded over. If you would like to leave a donation, the link to my Cashapp is in the description box below. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can be more true to yourself, how you can be more authentically you. These spirit animals represent the energy that you may need to embody or that you are embodying. So I'm going to read as if you are already in this energy, okay, in the present tense. So these spirit animals are here to offer you tips to help you feel more empowered and more authentic, all right? So take a moment to meditate if you need to. Pause the video to see which spirit animal or spirit animals has a message for you. Otherwise, the timestamps are listed in the description box below. Without further ado, let's get into the reading. For those of you who chose Panda, so Panda shows up when you're on a health journey or you're getting your health back on track. Panda's here to help you take better care of yourself. There's a message here that you need to pay attention to your nutrition, or maybe this is what you're trying to do. Maybe you need to get on some kind of meal plan. I'm hearing that you might be having some digestive issues, or you need to pay more attention to your gut health, right? We know the gut is like a second brain, okay? And I'm also hearing that maybe you've had some challenges, some difficulties because you are on a health and fitness journey. You are eating differently, maybe than some of your friends and your family. I know I'm vegan and, you know, it can be really challenging. People get incredibly defensive about their diets and what other people are eating, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, even though I'm a vegan, I would never care what anybody else is eating. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, just, you know, make sure that you're doing this because this is what you want to do. Okay. That's another message. Maybe, you know, you're trying to follow somebody else's meal plan because you see it's worked for them, but maybe you're eating like that and you feel like shit. So that is not the meal plan that you need to be eating. Okay. You need to find something that works for you. Maybe work with a nutritionist or a dietitian if you really want to, you know, get intensive with it, or just educate yourself. Right? There's so many resources out there, and I know some of it can be very confusing. There's a lot of information out there, but you know, a lot of it is common sense. If a diet or nutrition plan is backed by science, generally that's one you can follow safely, okay? But do your research. I'm hearing that you just need to take better care of yourself on all levels. Maybe going to the spa more or having more spa days at home, like taking nature walks, stretching in the evening, meditation, or maybe just even spending some time in silence, right? I'm also hearing that you need to create like a morning and an evening routine. It doesn't have to be complicated, right? Keep it simple. You know, don't add a whole bunch of steps and things that you know you're not going to do. Just keep it simple, but things that you can do in the morning and the evening that are going to help to anchor you to your health and well-being, help to keep you on track. I'm also hearing that you don't need to have an all or nothing approach, right? Maybe you do have plans one day, for example, to go to the gym and do cardio and lift weights and eat well and do all these things. But maybe something happens with one of your kids, or you get a flat tire or whatever. And so now you're like, I'm fucking pissed. I'm just going to eat, you know, cookies. I'm going to have a cheat meal. And now the whole day is ruined. No, just get right back on track when you can. Right? Whatever happens. Life is going to happen. Just get right back on track. Okay? Don't decide the whole day is a bust. Just get right back on track. Don't say you're going to start tomorrow. Get right back on track. Okay? Make the shift right then and there to get back on track. I keep hearing that. Don't try to make up for lost time or lost calories. Just keep it moving. Okay? I'm also hearing that you need to create boundaries around your health and well-being. Maybe you need to go to bed earlier so that you can get up a little bit earlier so you have time to journal and work out and exercise and walk and meal prep or whatever it is you want to do in the morning. Okay. That means you can't agree to every outing. You can't agree to every invite. When you're on a health and fitness journey, it's really kind of a selfish thing. You have to be a little low-key obsessed for a little while. That's just what it is, all right? And it's okay to be selfish in life sometimes, especially when you're trying to get healthy or get your health back on track, okay? That needs to be a priority. And I'm hearing that for some of you, you already have to juggle a lot of other things in your life, family, other priorities, your job, things like that. So, that plus being on your health and wellness journey is going to keep you busy. And people need to understand that. Okay, if they don't, they'll just have to be upset. But this is your life. This is your health. And I feel like this is a strong message from Panda to get your health back on track. You can do it. You have all the tools and you have all the inner and outer resources. You just need to be disciplined, create these routines, and stay on track. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. For those of you who chose the Secretary Bird is about standing on business, standing your ground. You said what you said and you meant it, right? I'm feeling like there could be some people around you that are trying to give you or make you feel fog, right? Fear, obligation, and guilt for a decision you made or decisions you've made. Perhaps you've had to cut some people off or you've called people out on their bullshit. And people might perceive you as being confrontational, but you just don't let anybody play in your face. You don't let anybody gas you, right? I feel like whoever you are, you're above anything petty and you don't like being involved in drama and bullshit. I feel like people are mad because they can't ruffle your feathers, right? They can't sway you. Once you've made the decision, it's made, right? And people, that are insecure, they don't like that. But I feel like you don't make hasty decisions. I feel like you're somebody who really weighs the pros and cons of a situation, maybe sometimes to the point of overthinking. That's what people don't realize. You actually mull things over sometimes, which it's not always good. I mean, sometimes it's very clear cut what you need to do. That head over heart decision, right? If somebody betrays you, if somebody steals from you or whatever, you know what you need to do, right? But I'm also hearing that you need to not be so worried about how other people react to you because you can't control that. Okay, you have a commanding presence when you walk into a room, I'm hearing, like boss energy. So of course some people are going to be intimidated by that, but that's their problem. Secretary birds, they kill venomous snakes by stomping on their head, right? So I feel like you keep your foot on these people's necks. But I'm also hearing that people are going to talk shit about you, but you don't care, right? They'll never say it to your face. I'm also hearing that losers focus on the winners and winners focus on winning. So take that if it resonates, okay? Don't allow other people to project their fears onto you. I'm hearing that you do see people for who they are and you treat them accordingly. I'm also hearing that you do love and respect the people in your life that deserve it and they know it, that you are actually a very loyal person, okay? You respect the people who have earned it. And you absolutely demand yours. And there's nothing wrong with that. If a person or a situation or a thing doesn't align with your goals and priorities, your lifestyle, what you're trying to achieve, I feel like you have no problem walking away or cutting people off, whether this is friend, family member, job, living situation, whoever, whatever, right? Time is currency. Time waits for no man. And why would you waste time on things that don't resonate with you? So I'm also hearing that you need to protect your energy, okay? Because like I said, people are intimidated by you. And, people like to project and they could be trying to set you up or sabotage you, on grand scales or small scales, right? But don't allow, I feel like you can sense that. You can sense it a mile away. And maybe sometimes it makes you mad or sad. Like, damn, why is this person fucking with me? Like, I already, why is this person like this? You know what I mean? You can't worry about that. You can't control that. Just see people and situations for who they are and treat them accordingly and stand on business. All right. Stay in this energy of being strong, of being committed and determined to your goals and dreams, to being loyal, right? That's rare nowadays, okay? So stand on business. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. For those of you who chose the platypus, I heard I'm different. Yes, I'm different. So you're definitely somebody that is unique. You have a unique look. Maybe you have a lot of tattoos or other prominent features that get you a lot of attention. Maybe you've got some fun colored hair or some piercings. But I'm hearing that you live a very unconventional lifestyle that works for you. Okay? Maybe you have a non-mainstream type job or hobby. And I feel like you're definitely misunderstood, but people can't help but to respect you because I feel like you are successful, either financially or maybe, like I said, something that you're doing. You have a very unique look, but it works for you, right? It's a vibe. I feel like whoever you are, you do have people in your life that love you and support you in your business. Maybe they don't understand you, but they support you. And I feel like that means a lot to you. Okay. I feel like you're somebody who actually prefers to work alone too. All right. That is so good that you have people that support you, that are in your family. I can't think of anybody in my family that's ever bought a session from me or wanted to work out with me or anything. And I've been teaching yoga for over 22 years. And not one of my family members has ever been to a class of mine or booked a session with me or anything like that. So that's very good. Okay. But I feel like your ability to be unique and independently and uncaringly you is really inspiring people. Okay. You're giving people, people see you and they are motivated, inspired to be themselves, right? I feel like you're very passionate about what you do. And maybe just somebody who's tried the 9 to 5, perhaps that was your background and you knew it just was not for you. Okay. Or you're realizing it now. I feel like you definitely have an entrepreneurial spirit. You have a lot of talents, a lot of passions, and Spirit says you need to explore them, all of them. So what if you don't finish? So what if you decide that you don't want to do it anymore? You want to do something else? All of that is a part of the creative process. Okay. Continue to be curious. That's what I'm hearing. Continue to be curious. Continue to explore these talents, these passions, these interests that you have. I'm hearing that for a lot of you, these creations, these passions that you have are actually helping you to heal on some emotional level. It's helping you to heal some emotional issues, right? You're able to channel, these things that are coming up out of your subconscious into your art, into your creativity. This subconscious slush, that's what I'm hearing, is coming to the surface. Right? I know that when I'm on my yoga mat, sometimes I cry, sometimes I laugh, sometimes I'm angry, I'm pissed, I'm cussing, but I'm creating, right? And I feel like this is a good way for you to channel some of that energy, okay? To bring it up to the surface for healing. But continue to create, continue to be curious, continue to be unique. I feel like whatever it is that you want to do, the universe is going to provide the provision, the material provision for you. Trust that everything you need will come to you in the perfect time and space and sequence. So continue to create, continue to inspire, continue to be uniquely you. Okay? So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.